I'm ready. Here you go. What can we do?
The Pac-12, a Western institution and the Conference of Champions more than 100 years. And today we get to crown another. It's an intriguing matchup as these teams battle for this conference trophy and continue the proud legacy of this league. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Using his legs, it's Welch. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Ball carrier in space now. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone.
Appreciate you, Cam.
Touchdown, Buffs.
Appreciate you, Cam.
For this conference championship game, this offense already has put points on the board.
Man, they are not
Cam.
any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up.
Good way to get the ball out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Nobody stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackle at the 26.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot. And it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. The pocket breaking down. There's a screen pass to the running back.
Ooh.
It's a fumble.
And he fell. I'm about to say.
The crucial fumble recovery.
Woo.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play.
I bet. Thanks. They gave me a
So
yard.
taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Defense is coming after him. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw.
Oh, let me just get that.
Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they had enough yards for the first down on that throw.
Oh, you gotta
but
catch
a
that.
clutch hit right here defensively jars the ball free, so no first down.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They're going to run it here.
Stop.
The pickup is 6 yards, so third down and 4 now.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. The DB's backing off from the line now. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun.
Oh, get him.
Sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Return is one down. Sets up the next drive. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Off the play fake on first down.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer? Here he comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. And, boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history in playing linebacker.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Welch. Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter.
Defense. Good defense. I had to go get that. I had to go get that one. I had to go get that one. I had to go get that one.
And the Buffaloes will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He gets it away. The punt goes out around the 45. Not a good one. The offense takes over in plus territory. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. There's the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the tailback's got it again. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Hands off to the left. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Takes the handoff again. Running through the tackle. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. A running play called on 4th down. He did not get it. A
defense.
Play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go
Defense.
for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. They'll run it from the gun. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Getting set. Here's second down. Scanning the field. It's Jones. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a runner. He is after he makes a catch.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. Front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down.
I gotta get out of there. Gotta get up out of there. I was trying to get out of there.
Here in the second quarter. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. He's on the booted away now. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground here. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
I love this unconventional call by the offense coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Here comes a handoff. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. They're going to run it. Oh, and nothing. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the defense can get a side to preserve that momentum. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Back to throw. It's Jones. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. Let's talk strategy here.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. He'll take a deep shot here. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now to try here for the extra point.
We need to get I get ball at halftime.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return here from inside the 15-yard line.
What's happening?
And he steps out of bounds. That's an excellent
Yo,
try to set up the offense in good position. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick this away to start the second half. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan the first down, but he got it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff to the back.
Let him go forward.
Able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And now the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Warner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone.
That's my fault.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That's my fault.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around.
Man, how you get hurt?
Puts it right on.
Hold on here a second.
That this man earn you like that. I'd be happy they don't get it to him, but that's a cut.
And that review confirms the ruling on the field
Hey,
was correct. So the play
do
will
a
stand.
job. All you had to do was do a job. He wanna hate it here.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
I'm back.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. Fights through the tackler. And they've got him.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Looking to throw. It's Jones. It's an out route. The catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
You call a quick out on third down? I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, I'm a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. And the Buffaloes come to the line to run the hurry up.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Second down, we're going to throw it.
I threw it. I threw it. I threw it.
Zone and still get
I
pressure
threw the
on the
ball
quarterback
already.
your defensive front.
I threw the ball. I pressed triangle.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw.
Oh, good way to be there.
Got him again.
Good way to be there.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. Coverage team makes the tackle to wrap up the third period of play.
You don't need to have that low take on. Wow.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up. Tailback with another carry. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground.
Yo.
Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down here for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They'll run it to the left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that previous play. Movement at the second level of the defense now. They'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. How much do they pick up on third down? Try a field goal from here would be 57 yards. The back's got it.
Good
Maybe
topic.
get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time.
Good. All right. Say what, dude.
It looks like no return
I
here.
thought it was
Heads out of
snap.
bounds. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one.
Here we go. You gonna be ready to play in the other league?
First down and 10. Dropping back, it's Jones. Running out of time in the pocket. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Incomplete. Not a very quick throw.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Try and muscle for the first down. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. First down, the clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And looking for a big play here.
Let's go. Let's go.
Just
Let's go.
execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
The Buffaloes will have 1st and 10 here. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
That'd be throw, man.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Hand off with a single back. Goes
Good.
backwards.
Time to
Losing
go.
3 yards there. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable.
Can't
Threw
get
it.
away. The defense has got
threw
a
it.
huge
I
stop
threw
at
it.
this stage of the game. Defense
I
takes the
threw
third
it.
and final timeout of the half. That's our
Oh,
strategy.
God.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. He knocks this one right through. And cue the celebration. They have taken the lead in the final minute.
How about that clutch kick here for the kicker? Gives them the lead. But remember, there's still time up on the clock. This game is not over just yet.
After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. And they'll take a knee here, not wanting to spend time on a return. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot.
Oh, man.
The pass is intercepted. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
You gonna be ready to play in the other league? You gonna be ready to play in the other league?
That's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing
It does, man. Work hard for that. Sitting there playing close.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
GG's.
He went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. They'll change the pre-snap look now. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement.
Big dude. You work hard for that, y'all.
He decides to do it if they'll get an invite to the college football
8
playoff.
for 188. Touchdown wing in the kicker time, but it's cool.
Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler,
Big
and this
dude.
has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.